everybody. Happy 4th of July. Today is Monday the 4th, and we are so excited about it being the 4th of July because we just got back from Walmart. We have been there forever. Me, John, Lacey, and Brennan. We went and got bunches of fireworks stuff and sparklers and pop thingies and just the works. And we got a watermelon, and hopefully we're going to have a good time. We're going to cook cheeseburgers and fries, and I hope all you out there is going to have a good 4th of July too. Okay, so it is about 5:30 right now on the 4th, and I have been doing videos lately, and I think by the time y'all see them, it's many hours down the road of that day. So I don't know what time y'all may see this, but it's about 5:30 as I'm putting this up. Okay, so this week I told y'all a few days ago that this week I was going to do some different things each day of the week. This week, some experiences, whether it was embarrassing experiences, crazy snake experiences, got a good one of them for you. Some crazy spider experiences, got another good one of them for you. Now tomorrow I will probably do the spider one, so I'm excited about that. But right now what I'm gonna do is tell you about many different embarrassing experiences that some people have sent to me, and I thought it would be really neat to tell about those. I got some good ones, but okay, so I'm going to do this one tonight, and tomorrow night I will probably do the spider experiences, as that one seems like a lot of fun. So, okay, oh my goodness, y'all, talk about how hot it is out here. All this week it's going to be in the upper 90s here in Florida. It is brutal. I'm not kidding y'all, it's brutal. Anyway, so these are some good embarrassing experiences I got right here to show y'all. Okay, so here we go. My daughter announced loudly when I returned from the bathroom at a very nice restaurant, "Yay, Mommy, you pooped! Good job!" while clapping and everything. For the record, I only peed. Okay, my son asked a woman with a full-blown mustache, "Are you a man or a woman?" Wow, kids really say some crazy stuff. My sons and I were at a local pool one day when my oldest, who was about 3 at the time, joyfully yelled to a friend, real loud I might add, "My mommy is going to have a baby come out of her big hairy butt." I have been watching home birth videos recently, and apparently that was his takeaway. I was mortified. I accidentally uploaded an entire album of topless photos of myself to Facebook, and I didn't notice it for a few hours. Even worse, my 14-year-old son's best friend liked 3 of them. Wow. When I was in my teens, I was in a gymnastics class with boys and girls, and also, of course, my crush. Our instructor was giving us help with our handstands. She would hold your back while you kicked your feet up. When it was my turn, I had to fart so bad. I tried to hold it in, but that would just made matters so much worse. It slipped out just as I went up right in the instructor's face. She then screamed, "She farted onto my face!" Everyone heard, including my crush. Saying that I was mortified was an understatement. I never went back. I wouldn't either. I was a student at a university and had an early morning class I was late for. I sprinted across the building and arrived at the bottom of the steps at the same time as this really good-looking guy. He told me, "Ladies first." I gave him a dazzling smile and thanked him. We were both running up the stairs, me in the lead with him right on my heels, when suddenly I farted so loud. I was so embarrassed I couldn't even speak, not even to apologize. Wow, girl, I feel for you, babe. In high school, I was Miss Thing, or so I thought. I thought I was the coolest and nothing bad would ever happen to me. I was wrong. I was wearing a type of skirt that was popular back then, tight at the waist, but it flowered out and fell above my knees. I also wore a G-string at the time. Anyway, I went to the bathroom one day and came out when everyone was switching classes. The hall was flooded with people, and for some reason they were all staring at me. So I decided to start strutting down the hall thinking I was looking all good. Finally, someone told me I needed to check my rear. The back of my skirt was tucked into my G-string, and I had no idea. I had been strutting down the hall with a full moon accented with a hot pink G-string. Wow, you go, girl. Now, some of these are some accidental texts that were sent to the wrong people. I accidentally texted a YouTube video of a guy doing a one-arm push-ups to my boss who lost his arm in a biking accident. It was supposed to go to my girlfriend. I was really exhausted and bored at work one day, so I texted my girlfriend, "I just want hot chocolate and snuggles." Really, dude? A week later, I realized I sent it to my boss. Halfway to New York with my dad, I sent my sister a text saying, "I think Mom is still seeing that guy." Turns out, it didn't go to my sister. It went to my dad. He was sitting right next to me. Wow, girl. This one was good. My girlfriend sent me a text asking what I wanted for dinner. I had forgotten that we were having the family over for dinner that night. I sent her a pic of my gentleman veggies and asked her if she wanted that for dinner. I ended up sending it to her entire family because I neglected to see that it was a group text. I thought about driving into oncoming traffic that night on my way home from work. To make matters worse, that night at dinner, I was seated right next to her father. Wow, I feel bad for that guy. I intended to send an "I love you" text to my girlfriend of 8 months. I sent it to my ex-wife. Her new husband read it first. I sent a message that was meant for the guy I was seeing to my son by accident. It wasn't too graphic, but he definitely understood what I was meaning. He sent back, "Thanks, Mom, you've scarred me for life." One time while I was in a fitting room, I heard a little boy say, "Mommy, are you buying this new swimsuit because you poop farted in your last one?" The priest stood up for the second time to speak at my grandson's christening yesterday. And as he began to speak, someone's child stood up and said, really loud, "Oh no, not again." Now imagine that. My son hollered out in the doctor's office waiting room, "Mommy, that lady's butt is even bigger than yours." While walking through a department store lingerie section, my 5-year-old says, "Mama, why are you looking at panties? You don't wear those." I died a little that day because everybody heard him. At an automotive store, my son pointed at an old man and said, "You're gonna die soon." Wow. My 4-year-old son saw an overweight man standing next to him and asked, "Mommy, is he pregnant?" Back in the days of restaurants having smoking sections, the hostess asked, "Smoking or non?" When I replied non, my 6-year-old son said, "But you smoke pot, Mommy." So many people heard him. Wow. A very overweight woman was entering a store in front of us when my son pointed and loudly asked, "Daddy, is she going to fit in the door?" Wow. I was dating a guy when my son was about 8 years old. This is a good one. I picked him up at the airport that night and brought my son along with me. While we were driving home, the three of us started playing the game called Raise Your Hand If You've Ever. And 5 minutes in, my son blurts out, "Raise your hand if you've ever clogged up the toilet with a big pile of poop like my mom did today." I still want to run and hide. Wow, woman. My family is pretty religious. One day when my daughter was about 4, I brought her to the bank with me. She looks and points at the bank teller and says, "Mom, I thought you said Jesus didn't make ugly people." I wanted the floor to swallow me up. My oldest daughter is about 5, and we made a trip to Walmart. I had to grab some body wash, which is right beside the pickup window for the pharmacy with a lot of people standing there. I handed my daughter the body wash, and she says, "Is this to wash your stinky butt?" And if that wasn't bad enough, the KY lotion is right beside that. And she grabs it and says, "Look, Mommy, it's the slippery stuff you and Daddy have beside your bed." I was at a department store with my 6-year-old. I needed some pads. There are a lot of people around, and very loudly, my son says, "Look, Mommy, there's your mommy diapers." He turns to people saying, "Those are for my mommy's hiney, right, Mommy?" My daughter is 5 and had started going up to strangers and telling them they are ugly or fat. Or she'll come to me and will point out people and loudly say, "Mommy, that person is ugly. Why can't the floor swallow me up?" I feel for you. When I was in high school and we were on the way home from school, the bus was packed full of kids. It stopped at a busy intersection by my house, and there was a police car and 2 cops trying to prevent a crazed woman from ripping off her clothes and running out into traffic. Then one of my busmates says, "Hey, Hillbilly Queen, isn't that your mom?" Yep, sure enough, my mom forgot to take her meds that day. Alrighty, well, I was pretty excited about telling y'all about them. I thought they seemed pretty embarrassing. I have had quite some similar embarrassing things. A couple of these, you know, when your kids are young, they will say and do anything. So, anyway, tonight that was the embarrassing experiences I had to tell y'all about. Tomorrow I really want to be able to do my creepy spider experiences. And if y'all got some scary stories that's happened to y'all, if y'all got some crazy situations with spiders or snakes, or a really embarrassing situation you'd like to tell me about, let me know. Alright, so tomorrow I will see y'all and tell y'all about the spider stuff, and I hope y'all enjoy this. And if you haven't subscribed and you would like to, please feel free and hit the subscribe button, and I hope you all have a great 4th of July. Alright, y'all, see y'all later. Bye.